that I truly do not like making videos. I do not like spreading commentary that some may find negative or divisive against another dark-skinned person, another person who may be the descendant of slaves born in America having dark skin. It is not beneficial. It is, in fact, detrimental to the struggle, to the addition, or what is the word I'm looking for? It should not be done, because we need all those who have a certain mentality to go up against an oppressor. We need all of these on deck aboard this ship that many of us call Black liberation, that should evolve to what we may know of as revolution. If you're not talking about revolution, if you're not talking about rebellion, then you're really not talking about anything. Myself personally, I am not interested in integration. I'm not interested in segregation. I am interested only in separation. I will support and advocate your black business and education and all those things living in this nation. However, if the ultimate goal is not separation, then you actually are wasting your time. What you're doing is fruitless, because you have been doing these things going on 500 years, and what condition do you find yourself in? That answers that itself. Your condition is an example of what the result is, because we have had businesses, we have had education, we have money, all these different things that you talk about we need. We have had all those things at one time or another, and you still sitting here in America as a comfortable slave. Because while you're doing it, you should have been looking for a new house to live in. You know for a fact, you and I, we're not, as a people, we're not welcome in this house. Going on 500 years. There's nothing special about living with these racist pink people. There's nothing special about them. I don't care. Well, this land is ours, is just as much as theirs. Well, then you need to take it. You need to overthrow them. If you're not willing to do that, if you're not going to do that, then it's best that you get out of this house, because as long as you live in this house, then they will shoot you as you run away from them in the back 8 times, and you can go to court and a jury will be deadlocked. And the one who shoots you in the back will get away scot-free. That's the norm. And if that's not the case, then they will give you a certain amount of money and you sell yourself out because you're materialistic and you don't care nothing about principles. You don't give a damn about the one, your relative, your mother, father, uncle, whoever was murdered. You don't give a damn about them, so you can fill your silly Negroid pockets. Generally, I will tell you, I am a nice person. It is easy for me to get along. If you sit down with me and we talk and have a conversation, whatever issue you have with me, I'm very sure that we can straighten it out, because I am willing to give. I'm willing to compromise my position. I'm willing to say, even though I feel as though I'm right, I'm willing to say that I'm wrong, so that we can continue to progress forward. It's no big deal, because the struggle is more important than myself. However, if what we bring to struggle is detrimental, then that needs to be dealt with. So just because you bring something, if it's detrimental, and we are happy that you're here, but at the same time, if what you bring in means us no good, we are defeating the purpose of what we stand for. Again, I don't like saying things that some may view as negative, but it must be done, especially at this point in time, because time has either ran out, it has expired, or we don't have that much time left to get ourselves together so that we can survive what's coming. And according to religious teachings, for those of you who believe in religion, and even if some of us who have a little common sense, and you can see, especially since now that we have a president that does not give a damn. He wants to be Mr. Tough. And then being Mr. Tough, things may not turn out the way you think they should. Remember Vietnam? We're going to blast them back to the cave era. Did you blast them back to the cave era? No, you came running home with your tail between your legs, left all your expensive equipment in Vietnam, and now you really are so ashamed you really don't like talking about Vietnam. Because you did kill many Vietnamese people, but in the end, they kicked your racist, warmongering, greedy ass out of their country. So we need to prepare ourselves, because if you're not prepared in any kind of way, then you will fall victim to those who have prepared. Do you understand? So it is expedient of me. I try to be nice. Nice don't work with niggas. Let me tell you. Oh, woo! Nice don't work with niggas. I have tried to be nice and tried to talk and compromise with these Negroes for a long time on social media. We keep talking about black unity. These Negroes, these niggas, ain't interested in unity. They're not. So, from this day on, I am free to speak about them any kind of way. I don't want to hear that, oh, brother, you divisive. These niggas is not, they are not interested in black unity. They're not interested. Nor are you. You interested in trying to convert somebody to follow you and be your damn slave. I'm not going to be your damn slave. I don't want us as a people to be a slave to nobody. We are all equals. Men, women, and children, we are all equals, and we will be treated like that. These political ideas, these religious thoughts that we run around carrying, when I am being nice, the only thing I am allowing that these people that's telling our soul brothers and sisters these damn lies, I am allowing them to operate with no resistance. I'm not going to no longer do that. I cannot do that. You have these brothers and sisters. In fact, it's very hard to say brothers and sisters who run around telling our people lies, keep spinning these fantasy delusional fairy tales, run around here, follow me, I'm the it, I'm the all knowledge. You ain't nothing. You a nigga living in America just like everybody else. What make you so special? What make you so special? You go to the bathroom and you take a dump just like anybody else do. You take a whiz just like anybody else do. You fart just like anybody else do. I'm so special. I'm so great. But yet and still, you live right here with these races. You reach in your pocket and you take out a dollar bill with your massa on it. Because as long as you live in America, you don't make no laws. You just sitting here. Then you somebody's slave. You somebody's tool. You just something to be used. What's special about you? What's so great about you? You speak the king's English. You eat the king's food. How can anybody, who are you trying to impress? You don't impress me. Or you trying to impress the other slaves. You want to know something? I was able to unite the so-called insane, crazy people, because I was able to tell them, these are the enemy. You don't have to like me, but if you stand with me, we stand together, we can deal with a common oppressor. And they done it. Here you are supposed to be sane, and you don't have enough sense to see you don't have to like so-and-so. You don't have to love so-and-so. You don't see that it is better, and you have a better chance of success doing what you want to do when you are united with another victim. Y'all stupid. You have these people with these teachings and these beliefs. Look at your condition. Clearly, it does not work. Nation of Islam teachings do not work. It didn't work. It didn't even work then. It didn't work. Hebrew Israelite teachings, Yahweh being Yahweh, whatever you want to call yourself, Kemetic teachings, all this stuff that y'all got, Christianity, money, the money, make you some money, the education, all these things that you're talking about, it don't work. It does not work because it's not appropriate knowledge for what you need to do. It's not appropriate knowledge that you need to have in order to liberate yourself. It's just like there's a plumbing system in your car. You know, your radiator, the antifreeze, it's a plumbing system in your car. But when something goes wrong with your car, you don't call a plumber. You take your car to a car repair facility. That's the proper place to take it. You are trying to take knowledge, scholarship, and information that is inappropriate for the situation that you find yourself in. You have become insane trying to take a round peg and put it in a square hole. It's not going to work. I have seen children. I have seen children try to take a square peg and put it in a round hole. It's not going to never work. It don't work. Children, you have a childish mentality because an adult, a mature person knows that square cannot fit into a round hole. A mature person. You're not mature. And you keep trying like one day, Islam is going to work. One day, Kemet going to work. One day, Hebrew going to work. One day, Christianity, one work. All this money we got going to work. It's not going to work. You're not doing what is necessary. You're not using and embracing appropriate knowledge, and you're not taking the appropriate action. And until you do, then you'll stay in the position that you're in. Well, brother, what is that you're talking about? You have not tried and don't give a damn about what I'm talking about. So we don't know whether it will work or not work. We don't know. But definitely for sure, we know all this stuff that y'all got, it don't work. And I'm going to speak out more and more against it. And I don't care about the division because y'all not interested. And so-called black folks have never been united to begin with. We have always, going on 500 years, have always been divided. I don't want to make excuses when we are wrong. Because in order for us to progress, in order for us to reach our higher potential, we cannot make excuses for our flaw, for our error, for our ill behaviors. We must face these things and try to be better so that we can mature and grow. And if we view ourselves as family, brothers and sisters, instead of making mockery of somebody, trying to chastise somebody, trying to be self-righteous because I don't have that problem, then we make the problem worse. When if we are our brothers and sisters' keeper, when they begin to fall, we should reach out our hand to try to help them get up instead of making mockery. Why you fall like that? You didn't learn how to walk when you was a baby or something? This is a lot of our attitude. And some of us take great offense when people try to show us that we have gone in an incorrect, or we are walking in what in religious people may say, we're not walking on the right path. But we believe that we are. And then we reject the ones that are trying to get us on the right path. Only God can put me on the right path. God uses people. God uses circumstances involving people to put you on the right path. There's nothing spooky about that. But clearly we don't recognize the help that God brings to us. For those of you who claim that you believe in this God, because God uses men. And God uses any man, anything that this God, he or she chooses they want to use. If you don't recognize what God is doing, that sounds like a personal problem. But again, going back, I don't want to make excuses for ill behavior. I want to say that there's a sister that I dated. There's a sister that I had a relationship with years ago. Very beautiful person. I've always wished I could meet somebody like her. And I am so angry at myself for allowing this sister, this beautiful black woman, who was a Christian. At the time, I was a Muslim. But we were together, and what brought us together, although she was a Christian, although I was a Muslim, is that we understood one another. She understood why I am and what made me the way that I am. She knew that my speaking against certain parts of Christianity, it was not an insult or harm to her. In my mind, I'm just speaking the truth. And she accepted. It was not she did not look at it as a personal attack. Many of you, when you talk against religion, you view it as some type of personal attack. It is not a personal attack. I feel as though I'm speaking truth. Just like when you speak from your Bible, your Quran, or wherever, you feel as though you're speaking some kind of truth. But those of whom feel that you're speaking negative may believe that you're just attacking them. We should try to understand one another. And in our understanding, it can bring healing. It can bring better interaction and social communications. This is the things that we lack. This is why we argue and fight and backbite and do the things that we do, because we believe that we're always under attack. This brings paranoia. So we don't care nothing about constructive criticism. They attacking me. He's a hater. She's jealous. When many of the time, it's just somebody trying to get an understanding of you and what you believe and what you're talking about. Now, and we should also be doing the same with them. Understanding. Because I care, because I love. But we say black love, we say black unity, And the reality is we're really not interested, because if you really loved another dark-skinned person, if you really cared about them, then you would try to understand, instead of always think that you're under attack and everybody's an agent, everybody's a spy, everybody's a hater, then you would try to understand, why is my brother, why is my sister, why is family talking to me like this? It's about understanding. And when you really love somebody, your husband and your wife and your children, you don't treat them the way you do some of the people on social media, because you really care about them. When they say something negative to you or whatever, most of the time you try to, why are you saying this to me? You try to have some type of understanding, because you understand that they love you too. I'm not trying to hurt you, mama, but you drink too much. Daddy, you need to put down the cocaine. It's coming from a good place. Anytime I say anything to any brother or sister, anybody, any other dark-skinned person, it is not to hurt your feelings. It is not to be jealous or a hater or anything of this nature. It's coming from the heart. You're doing something, you're believing something that is in error. I'm trying to show you to correct that error, because I know when you are successful, when you're happy, I'm happy and successful. It goes hand in hand when we're family. I want to talk about black women. There are those who say black women don't want strong black men. Is this a true statement? Is it half true? Let's try to bring some type of understanding. Again, I don't want to make excuses, because there are some, or it seems like there are a certain group of black women, females of soul, from the people of soul. It seems as though you really don't want a strong black man, or you have a fear of a strong black man. Is this true, or is it a fallacy? I'm trying to understand. So I'm going to share with you my conclusions and how I look at this very quickly. I want to use this as an example. I want to say this first. It is natural for a woman to seek and to want a strong male, a strong black man. That's her nature. I don't care how feminism she is, a feminist. I've been around all these women, from the ones who believe the man should be the head of household, to the women, I'm a feminism, to the lesbians and all. When these women, in my experience, when they get around strong black men, I'm not going to say submit, but they give you your respect. And they allow you to do what you need to do. Your role, our role in this relationship. They know how to stand back. However, if you are not a strong black man, then you get the hell out the way. They'll give you an opportunity to see whether or not you're real or not. So, since it's natural, even in nature, in the animal kingdom, females are attracted to strong black, well, strong males. You know, in this case, the strong black man. It's natural. However, I want to use this as an example. Not to make excuses, but we want to try to understand behavior. We have an orphan who has been abandoned. Whether the orphan's parents died or whatever, or the child was kicked out the house, or whatever happened unfortunately, this child finds themselves as an orphan running around, and there are many of them right now on the streets today. These children are homeless on the street, running around the streets of America right now. So in this position, or due to this condition, this child, this orphan on the streets is learning and has learned how to survive independently without any help from nobody. I'm doing my thing. I'm taking care of myself. Do you understand? Okay, let's make this. Now, the child learns how to do this for months and months or years. All of a sudden, this child is put in a situation. Now, somebody wants to adopt the child. I want to be a foster parent. I want to adopt you as my own child. We're going to have a problem here. The problem is, it's not the fact that the child does not want parents. There is no child that does not want to know their mother or father or want family around them. I've never heard of a child that did not want that. They want to be part of the family. They want to belong part of some type of family unit. It's natural for children to want to be in a family unit. However, due to circumstances, due to circumstances beyond this child's control, this child was forced to be independent. I can do it and I can make it on my own without parents. So now this child is put in a situation. Now the child has parents, and the parents have rules, and the parents have certain expectations. There's a conflict because I've been out here on the streets. I don't need you. I think you might know where I'm going with this. So you have the black woman. Due to circumstances beyond her control, she has not had a strong black man in her life going on 500 years. That's the bottom line. So during this period, without a strong black man as an example, without a strong black man protecting her, without a black man providing for her, the only one in her face is the enemy. She has learned how to live without a man in her life. Well, there are good black men. I did not say there aren't good black men. I did not say there weren't some good, strong black men. But as a people, this is the key. A little bit here and a little bit there don't mean nothing. As a people, the black woman has not had a strong black man. She don't know what it looks like. She never lived with strong black men due to circumstances beyond her control. And so now you want to put her in a position where you all of a sudden, and you still have not become a strong black man, but you want to put her in a position where she's supposed to submit to you as a head of household. What you mean, head of household? I've been living and taking care of my children and doing my thing without you. I don't need you. This makes black men upset. You can get upset all you want to. It's the reality of the situation that we've been put in. So, and you're not making the situation any better because you're not improving yourself. You're not becoming a strong black man. It's her nature. And she will give you some leeway, even though she's independent. But when she sees that you are doing this is what she wants, a strong black man. Also, since she has been put in a position where she must be the male and the female in a family structure, here you come, you are a threat. You are a threat to her authority. You are a threat to her manhood, if you want to say it like that, because she has had to be the man and the woman. You are a threat, and so there's going to be this conflict. So we must understand what has happened to us during our sojourn here in the United States of America. We've been placed in an unusual circumstance, and we have become an unnatural people. And you make it worse because you don't understand what you need to do in order to make the situation better. You make the situation worse when you come to her talk about, I'm the head of household, I run this. No, Negro, no, you don't. You don't know how to submit yourself and bow down a little bit. Look, we doing this together. And you can do it together, and she will allow you to exercise your role, which is natural, as the protector and the provider. But don't run around like you running something and you... No, this is an equal opportunity relationship. We must know our roles. Like they say, stay in your lane. You're not staying in your lane. You jumping into a lane that you have not... Look, you're trying to jump into a lane that you have never been in going on 500 years. And you're trying to force yourself because your massa, you see how other men treat their women. I don't want to be like them. The hell with them. I'm not Chinese. I'm not a pink man. I'm not an Indian man. I'm not an African. I'm not none of those type of whoever these men that y'all trying to be like. I want to be good and understand, and I want to be with this black woman, and I have to understand what has happened to her so that I can so I can act upon my role. It is not that she don't want a strong black man. She has never had one. It's not that this orphan does not want parents. This orphan has never had parents. I don't need you. I can make it without you. We must understand this type of mentality, this attitude. So since you know that this attitude exists, then our approach needs to change. But the way that we approach the situation, we make the orphan and we make the black women, you make the situation worse. Okay, I'm laughing. I want to laugh. I am laughing. Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Laugh, laugh, laugh. You know why? Because you're getting ready to get tested. All you black power, Hebrew, Israelite, black Muslims, all y'all black conscious young folks. Oh, wow. You're getting ready to get tested. All of you so young, so youthful, so full of life. You blame your elders for everything. If it wasn't for the elders this, if it wasn't for the elders that. Well now, you're an old man. You don't know what you're talking about. All the negative things, all the things you say to degrade an older person. Wow, you're getting ready to get tested. And the new president, Donald Trump, is about to, it looks like, I'm not sure now because I'm not no prophet. I'm not divine. But it looks like old Donald is getting ready to get that ball rolling. Y'all talking all that stuff. You old. Well, we're going to see what y'all young folks is about. Because Donald Trump reminds me of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was that type of cowboy to get him up, shoot him up type person. Ready to draw on you. the warmonger. And we have not seen the draft since the Vietnam War. But mathematically, for the things that Donald Trump is talking about, mathematically, you cannot even begin to accomplish your goals, your desires, without a draft. So here you are on Facebook and YouTube, hiding your face. See, y'all can talk a bunch of crap on social media and you can hide your face. But when Uncle Sam starts looking for you, Uncle Sam knows who you are. And you can't hide your face. Because Uncle Sam knows your social security number, know your address, knew who your mama is. Uncle Sam knows everything about you. You're talking all this black power stuff and you not going to do this and the white man this and well, we getting ready to, we're gonna see exactly what you made out of. The draft, ages from 18, the maximum can be as much as 45. Well, I don't have to worry about it. But y'all young folks, black power, black conscious, talking all this crap. See, y'all silly. You don't want to deal with the reality of what you're facing. You want to pick and choose what you will and won't do. When you are trying to survive, you can't pick and choose what you gonna do. You might have to eat a snake. You might have to eat some kind of bug to survive. You're not looking, you're comfortable revolutionaries. You go to debates dressing your pretty clothes. You have no idea about how to survive in the mud. Eating earthworms. You don't have no idea. You can't even comprehend that type of lifestyle just trying to survive. But with Donald Trump, it is mathematically impossible for Donald Trump, the president of this nation, to do what he wants to do or wishes to do. And he can only make the situation worse without an involuntary army. A voluntary army will not be enough. So get prepared. And even Caucasian people are talking about, they see a draft coming. And in recent years, not only are they talking about drafting males, they are drafting females. So just because you're a woman, a female, if you are between the ages of 18 and 45, there's a chance that you might in the future get a draft notice. Oh yeah. Black power family, black power, black conscience. The white man's the devil. Well, we're going to see what choices that you make. When the white man come looking for you, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the white man come looking for you? What you gonna do? Y'all talking all that stuff. Some of you have never had a traffic ticket. So your only option is you are going to go and help the white man fight his wars, or you are going to prison. And they already, it was the article I was reading that conscious, what that, I can't say these words, but being an objector, that's not going to work. A conscious objector is not going to work. Or you are going to be on the run and you're going to be charged with a crime, dodging the draft. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the white man come looking for you? You youngster. You don't want to take nothing serious. You're silly. You don't want to unite with nobody. You filled with self-hatred. You bias and you prejudice against other black folks, other brothers and sisters of soul. You arrogant. But see, Donald Trump, Donald Trump might be the guy who's going to give you the ultimate test. And like Richard Pryor said, the ultimate test is a test for your a test for your ass. See, right now, I mean, when you living comfortable and you don't really feel threatened, y'all can talk a whole bunch of stuff. Sounds good or whatever. But sooner or later, the test gonna come. Pretty soon, YouTube, Facebook, it's gonna become, if they get to the point where they issue a draft, Facebook, YouTube, all these social media sites, Instagram, whatever, y'all Negroes, y'all young Negroes that's so big and bad with this big mouth talking a bunch of crap, you will see that YouTube and Facebook get silent. Because either you're going to be in prison, you're going to be on the run, one other or the other. Are you trying to in prison, or you're going to be at war? Three choices. What did I just say earlier? It's early. I'm trying to make videos. I'm distracted or whatever. But I just want to get this off my chest because it's serious business. You are going to pay for not doing, as Spike Lee say, the right thing. The right thing is to unite with soul brothers and sisters. You don't want to do that because I don't like so-and-so. So-and-so is a homosexual. So-and-so is a transgender. So-and-so is too dark-skinned. So-and-so is too light-skinned. So-and-so is a Jamaican. So-and-so, whatever. You're going to pay a high price for not doing the right thing. Because when you're trying to survive, it makes no difference whether you like me or not. We're trying to survive. And in this situation, you need me and I need you. But since you don't see it that way, then you are on your own and you're going to find out real quick that's not enough. So maybe you need to be planning for your funeral right now. Because you're going to prison, you're going to war, or you're going to be on the run as a criminal. And in today's environment, when it comes to dark-skinned people, you put yourself in a situation, you might not have to worry about going to prison, but some people on the street might see you as a traitor to the nation, and the citizens will shoot you on sight as a traitor with your young self. It's beautiful to be young, ain't it? Well, you know something? When I was a younger person, I refused to sign up for selective service. And I'm willing to go to prison and do whatever. I'm not going to fight for these devils. I already made up my mind about that. Now, we lived, of course, in more peaceful times. America was able to handle things with a voluntary army. But it's getting to the point, it's going to get to the point. It's just a matter of time. And like I said, Donald Trump might be the guy that kick it off. They are going to say, where are the men and perhaps women 18 as far as 45? Sarah Sudenseti, are you in that age bracket? Dr. Umar Johnson, are you in that age bracket? All y'all making these videos, talking all this stuff every day, are you in that age bracket? You're getting ready to get tested. You talk about the old people, you're going to wish you was my age. You wish you was an elder person. Man, y'all got something because you refuse to do the right thing. You think that America, you think that dealing with oppression, you think dealing with these folks, you think it's fun and games. When you're laying in the coffin with a bullet in your brain, you're going to find out exactly how much fun and games it is. It's not fun and games. You can't be silly. Survival means life or death. When you decide, I don't want to unite and work with another victim of oppression, then you have signed your death warrant. That's just the bottom line. I don't know how all this will personally affect me, but I know I will see many of you as they take your body to the morgue. There's no doubt about it. And I would rather go down fighting, but you're going to be all by yourself. You're not part of no group. You're not part of no organization. And these organizations and these groups are not united with one another for one common purpose and goal. So it'll be easy for them to come in and just wipe y'all out. There will be no black conscious community. There will be no more black power, all this crap that y'all talking about. It's a done deal. And the reason why this nation allow you to say those things and act that out, because you're no threat anyway. They know that you're not no threat. If you was a threat, you would have been treated just like the Black Panther Party, just like Dr. King, just like Malcolm, just like the Nation of Islam, and all these other groups that was trying to do something for the oppressed people of soul. Oh man, you got a rude awakening coming. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the white man come looking for you? Then well, you would have been dead if it was not for the homosexual or the transgender or the Hebrew Israelite or the Muslim or the white man or the Negro, whoever it was that saved your life. You would have been dead. And it's not too late to die. Since you did not want to be saved, now you should commit suicide to prove that what you're talking about is true. I didn't want no Negro to save me. Take a gun, blow your brains out. But these people are silly. They're not going to do that. Bunch of hypocrites and fakes. Because if you really felt that way, I hate white people. I didn't want that white man to save me. Take a gun, take a knife, slice your wrist, whatever you have to do. Go ahead and kill yourself, because you would have been dead as hell if not for your Savior. That's the bottom line. Speaking of Savior, I want to talk about charity. And what inspired me to talk about charity is that I was at a gas station, pumping gas, buying this high-priced gas, and actually it's cheap if you study gas prices around the world. But I'm pumping gas, and a young brother steps to me and gives me this sad story. I'm homeless, me and my wife. There's our car, we're hungry, and many of us, we've heard it all. Now, the young soul brother, caught me in a pretty good mood. I did not care whether or not he was telling me a lie or he was telling me the truth or whatever. I was in a good mood, and I decided to give him charity. In fact, I want to tell you, to be honest and truthful, I love charity. It gives me a good feeling to help somebody, not only with money, but if I do voluntary work for somebody for free. However we give charity. I like charity. It's a good feeling to me. I want to say this, though. Before I give in charity, I don't know about you guys, but I also heard that charity begins at home. So if I knew I had a cousin or my mother or sisters or brother or friends, somebody that's close to me, if they needed that economic assistance first, charity begins with home. Charity begins with home. I would have told this person, I'm sorry, I have other obligations, because charity begins with home. However, if your family is secure, even your dog Ruffy, he has plenty dog food, everything at home is all right, and you have something to spare, and you see others who are struggling, then I see nothing wrong with helping another human being. I see nothing wrong with that. Now, I do have a problem. Again, I love charity. I feel good. Like James Brown said, hit me. Woo! I feel good. I feel good giving charity. When there are brothers and sisters asking for dollars for whatever projects, I don't mind giving. That's not the problem. Matter of fact, I don't mind sacrifice. I don't mind denying myself charity in order to help a good cause. Because brothers and sisters, in order to come up out of the condition that we find ourselves in, that's the type of attitude that you have to have. However, there are those, there are those who take advantage of our good heart. There are those who seek to exploit our good nature. I don't like being played a fool. And in most instances, when we're dealing with religious organization and maybe certain political organization, they use charity as a means to enrich personal pockets. There was a statement, and y'all know I love Elijah Muhammad. I will always love Elijah Muhammad. However, when somebody says something or do something that is in error, not correct and wrong, I stand with truth. I stand with what is right. That's just the bottom line. I don't stand with you because you're a celebrity. Oh, you were awakening my eyes to something or whatever. You're so different. I don't care. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I love it when people put me in check. I might not like it. I think about it and I accept that. When a person cannot accept or believe they are above being critiqued or corrected, why are you following them? There's a problem there. I don't like being played for my charity. I'm not going to make somebody rich. Elijah Muhammad made a statement saying that Brother AdMinister Malcolm X made me a wealthy man. Notice the words, made me a wealthy man. He did not say Malcolm X made the nation very wealthy. He said made me a wealthy man. Me, meaning my family, my wife, and all those associated around me, because Malcolm didn't get none of that wealth. So you giving your charity to make somebody rich. That's not supposed to be the purpose of religion. That's not supposed to be the purpose of these institutions that we're giving our monies for. To make somebody personally rich. These beggars. Because that's all they did. Elijah Muhammad he's nothing but a beggar. Because he wasn't working. So I'm going to beg all these people. And these people made me rich. I'm a professional beggar. Where is your God? If your God is so powerful, whatever, why your God got you out here begging? Well, I'm a beggar, but look at me, I'm wealthy now. And they never get enough. They keep begging. They get a 4-bedroom house, then they want a 6. Then they get a 6-bedroom house, and they want a 10-bedroom. And it's greed. Let me tell you something about leadership. The sign of a real leader. A real leader does not want to live above his or her people. I was watching National Geographic or some show to that effect. And these filmmakers went into this village. Everybody lived equal. You could not tell the chiefs from the regular guy. You could not tell the whoever ran or the elders in the village. You could not tell who the king and the queens were. They were equal. The kings and the queens lived in the same type of huts or buildings that the average person lived. Everybody, you could not see who was supposed to be rich or poor. This is what charity is supposed to be for. Charity is supposed to make us equal. Charity is supposed to make everybody comfortable on the same level. If my brothers and sisters are suffering and don't have, then I feel bad. I should not have either. And we work to make all our people comfortable. But we don't view life like that. Y'all a bunch of greedy suckers. I want to be better. I want to be greater. I earned this. See what God blessed me with? No, you ain't nothing but a professional damn beggar. That's all you are. You got rich and wealthy because you're a beggar. And so I definitely don't respect you. You making fools out of people. And here are all these people making you rich and wealthy. And what do they get in return? They're not getting nothing in return. Ask you to give them some charity and you frown up your nose. Brothers and sisters, nothing wrong with charity. The problem is exploitation. Don't allow yourself, and I should not allow myself to be a sucker because you have a good nature.